Hey, this is Steve Keys here with Keller Williams Capital District. We are here with another episode of Hey, How's the Market? This week we are doing Warren County. This is the week of October 21st to October 27th of 2023. So Warren County, I kind of like Warren County for a few reasons. One, these price breakdowns I managed to pick out were pretty good. We don't have any huge fluctuations between different prices, and as a detail guy, I just kind of like that. Warren County is also a pretty stable county, so a lot of these categories we don't see huge jumps from one week to the next, and a lot of them, when I look at the linear trend lines on the graph, some of them are just like completely flat. So through all the data, throughout all the year, it's not trending in an upwards or a downwards direction. It's just remaining flat, which is nice. That's kind of something that we do want to see. We really don't want to see, at least in certain categories, we really don't want to see any more of the going up. Like we don't want that. We're at like the top of the market where it is. We don't want prices to go up. We don't want things like that to go up. If anything, we want them to go down a little bit. But if we can't get down, we definitely want flat. So these are good things to see. So Warren County's a nice county for all that. All right, so looking at the numbers. So inventory, we've been talking about inventory. Inventory is up in Warren County. It's been relatively stable for about the past 10 or 11 weeks. And I can't remember what the week was. I had it and then I lost it. But it was like 10 to 12 weeks ago, inventory was at 149. And it has not changed very much. Like this is one of those things where because it's so many of the same properties week after the week, it doesn't jump. So even just the dots without the line, you can still pretty much see the trend because they're so close together. So that's been relatively stable. Number of pending on the market, new pendings per week. So we are low. We are below average this week. We were below average last week. This is very similar to Washington County, actually. The numbers and a lot of things kind of follow along. So we're well below average this week. If we look at the linear trend for that, it's stable. This is one of those categories that is stable at about 15. So throughout pretty much the entire year, we're averaging out to about 15 properties go pending every week. If we look at the moving average, which kind of follows the dots a little bit closer and will show you shorter term trends, this number looks like it might be heading in the downward direction. Now we are heading into the winter market. We haven't seen a winter market yet. I haven't seen, I've been in the business, but I just go by what everyone else says. Hey, we're in the winter market. Property's slowing down. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't know. But now that we're pulling data, we can actually see what happens. So is this what it's going to look like when we're heading into the winter market? Well, stay tuned, and we'll see how things look. But the moving average does suggest that this number is heading in a downward direction. So this could be the winter market, what it looks like when we head into that. Days on market, pretty much for all the categories. These are all, the numbers are different, but their trends are all pretty much the same. These were all going down. And then about 2 to 4 months ago, 3 to 4 months ago, 2 to 4 months, something like that, that stopped. It stopped going down. The average days on market stabilized at about 80, and then the pending and the sold days on market started to head back up a little bit, like just above stable, kind of like it's not going up as much as it dropped, but it does look like it's going up just a little bit. Now the sold days on market for this week is an outlier. Like this is way, way, way above even the linear average, which is just showing a downward line. So this particular week for sold days on market is way low. But the trend does look like it's starting to head in an upward direction. Average pending price, this number has been remarkably stable. This is another flat line all through the year. So this number has remained remarkably stable. The sold average price looks like it's going the linear trend shows it going in an upward direction. The moving average kind of holds to that same thing. These last 2 weeks, though, have been way under average. And it's because we have not sold anything over $1 million in the last 2 weeks. We haven't closed on any of those properties. Not things that have gone pended. Like we haven't closed any of the properties on over $1 million. and that's really dragging that average price down. Once we close on one of those things, well, it'll probably drag that line back up, having one of those higher priced things closed. All right, so wrap up, and here are the main points. So the new pending properties going under is down. Looks like it's starting to head in the downward direction. Days on market across the board was going down. It has pretty much stopped. They're not going. They've either stabilized or starting to head back up just a little bit. And then the average price for pending has been flat pretty much the entire year. That's not showing any indication of going up or going down. That is a stable number, which is a good thing that we want to see for this market. All right, so thank you for joining me this week. For this week's episode, if you would like to receive this information, you can see the description of this video. There's a bit.ly link down there. You can fill out a form, and you can receive this data via email. So thank you for joining me this week, and I hope to see you again next week on the next episode of Hey, How's the Market? Bye-bye for now.